Welcome to ManCamp 2023, the ultimate holiday adventure. This year, the lads have chosen a 2-day canoe river adventure. This is not for the faint of heart. It's going to be tough, but it's also going to be an unforgettable experience. We're starting our journey where the water is cold, but the weather is on their side with sunny days ahead. They will need to be strong and focused to make it through, but don't worry, they have read Bear Grylls and think they know what they are doing. As they paddle down the river, they will be surrounded by stunning scenery. They will see towering cliffs, lush forests, and maybe even some wildlife, including flying native bats, deer, and wild pigs. But they will also have to be on the lookout for hazards. There could be rocks in the water or even rapids. That's why it's important to be prepared. They have got all the gear they need, including life jackets, paddles, and a first aid kit. But they will also need to be mentally prepared. This is going to be a challenge, but it's one that they can overcome together. The greatest rewards often come from the greatest challenges. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Alan and Zach are in the first canoe, with Andrew and Nick in the second. In the third canoe, we have Warren and Jack. And lastly, in the fourth canoe, we have Henry and Ed. This year, ManCamp is missing Uncle Carl and Jamie as Jamie prepares for his trip to Argentina to be scouted for a potential professional football career. Exciting times for a very skilled and talented young man. The lads have been paddling for some time now, and the sun is starting to set. They are tired, but also exhilarated. They made it through some tough rapids and are starting to feel like a team. One of the most important things to remember in the world is that you have to improve, adapt, and overcome. Survival is about being flexible and adaptable to new situations. Adaptation is the key to survival in any situation. As they camp for the night at the dock hut, they carry their clothes, cooking equipment up to the campsite in the waterproof barrels and reflect on the day's journey. They have learned a lot about themselves and each other. They have also learned that they are capable of more than they thought, especially Uncle Warren, who was seriously concerned about his fitness levels. The lads are in the middle of a national park. There is nothing like cooking a meal on a gas burner in a Department of Conservation hut. No electricity, no Wi-Fi. It's not the Ritz, but it'll do. After all, this is survival, and I'm sure they are just grateful to have a hot meal to eat. Tomorrow they will wake up early and continue their journey. They know that it won't be easy, but they are ready for it. They are going to finish this trip, and they are going to do it together. The lads use their fire starting skills, using a flint to start a fire.
Oh!
Well done, chaps. Over the fire, they roast marshmallows and make s'mores. They also trap and release a mouse. Ed steps up and leads the way with his adaptation to any situation attitude. Ed steps up like a champion. After a long day of canoeing, the lads decided to head outside and check out the night skies. Zach snapped this incredible photo of the Milky Way. It's amazing to think that we're all just tiny specks in this vast universe. Everyone joins in on some cards, where there is some great laughs and good banter and a little touch of competitiveness. After a good night's sleep, the lads had a hearty breakfast and packed their barrels for the final day of canoeing. They were all feeling a bit stiff and sore, but they were determined to finish the job. After having some lunch, Henry and Ed decided to seize the moment and go for a quick swim. Very brave of them, considering the chilly water.
It's a kilometre.
After what seemed like a very long time, the lads finally reached their final destination. They were all exhausted, but they were also incredibly proud of themselves for completing the canoeing trip. The lads relaxed in a hot tub after a hard day of canoeing, sharing stories and having a few laughs together. It was the perfect way to end a great day. Some of the other highlights of ManCamp 2023 included a visit to Smash Palace, a walk to the bridge to nowhere,
That was far.
watching the All Blacks play, Andrew launching the Tesla Hard,
The Ford Laser. This is a launch. There you go.
the tradition of having a curry on the last night of ManCamp, and of course a visit to the famous chocolate eclair shop. ManCamp is a great way to bond with mates, and I would highly recommend it. So if you're looking for an adventure, I challenge you to also take a canoe river trip. It's an experience you'll never forget. I'm Bear Grylls for ManCamp 2023.